All right, today we're talking about subject to sale offers, whether you should accept one when you're selling or write one when you're buying. So let's start with the buyer side first. For my buyers, I almost always recommend not writing an offer subject to sale. Here's why. Most people don't realize that a subject to sale clause really only buys you one thing, which is a 48-hour window. If the seller gets another offer, they can give you notice and say remove all subjects within 48 hours or the deal dies. Here's the problem. If you're writing a subject to sale, it usually means you can't buy unless your home sells. So that 48-hour window doesn't actually help you. You can't magically sell your home and secure financing in 2 days. So it didn't buy you anything real. Now, if you're one of the rare people who has a backup plan, maybe a family member helping or some sort of plan B that lets you remove subjects without selling, then sure, different story. But for the majority of people, they need their home sold to make the numbers work. And if you're in that category, a subject to sale condition doesn't do you any favors. That's the first issue. Let's talk about a second one. Your offer really isn't that strong. If a seller has 2 offers and everything else is equal, one is subject to sale and the other is a clean offer, everyone is choosing the clean offer every time. So now ask yourself, how much would a subject to sale buyer need to pay for me to choose them over the clean offer? The difference, that delta, is usually tens of thousands of dollars. So right out of the gate, you're paying more for the home in order to bring a weaker offer to the table. And what are you getting for paying more? A 48-hour window you can't actually use or close on. Now, here's the third issue that no one talks about. You probably get less for the home you're selling. Why? Because you're always wondering if that other offer will show up. You're always thinking about the 48-hour notice. So you become way more susceptible to taking an offer on your sale that you normally wouldn't entertain. So recap, you pay more on the home you're buying, you get less on the home you're selling, and the 48-hour window doesn't actually help you at all. All for what? That's what I tell my clients. Unless you have a rock solid plan B and you can buy without selling, subject to sale doesn't make any sense. But let's flip the script and talk about selling. If you're a seller and someone writes a subject to sale offer, I actually like it. It's a lot better than sitting on market with no action at all, because when days on market start to climb, buyers begin to wonder, what's wrong with that home? Why hasn't anyone written an offer? We're human. We follow that herd mentality. If everybody wants something, then we assume it's valuable. If no one wants it, we assume we're missing something. Subject to sale offer solves that. It creates proof of concept. It signals to the market, hey, someone wants this home. And when buyers see that, they're often more encouraged to write an offer themselves. Meanwhile, as the seller, you keep control. You still have the right to accept another offer. And in most cases, when you issue that 48-hour notice, the original buyers just collapse the deal. They don't actually run the clock for 48 hours. They simply release you. So it's not even a real delay. Most of the time, you're free to move forward with the new buyer pretty much instantly or within a couple hours. And that's why the subject to sale can actually work in your favor when you're the seller. It shows the home is more desirable, it keeps momentum working for you, and it brings more buyers into the overall conversation. So here's my stance. If you're buying, I don't like subject to sale unless you have a true plan B. If you're selling, you don't have any other offers, I think it's absolutely worth looking at. It gets someone thrown in your direction while simultaneously making your property look more desirable to everybody else. I hope that helps. If you want to walk through the situation or game out whether the strategy makes sense for you, I'm always happy to jump on a call. Best of luck out there, guys.